We're having a good time this morning. We are. We slept here last night at, oh crap, I forgot the name of the, Bald Mountain Shelter. That's not right, is it? Yeah, it is. All right, so anyway, this is where we were last night, and we had a good time. We slept well. It sure is awfully windy this morning. We're getting our stuff together and getting packed, and we're going to be headed to No Business Knob Shelter today, about 10.6 miles. Hopefully our hike will not be as arduous today as it was yesterday, but we're getting our stuff together. It was a beautiful place. There's lots of campsites out here. There's grass right here. That's a beautiful campsite right there. Of course, the bear cables are right on top of you, so you don't want to stay there. Let me show you about these things. This is kind of an interesting thing. I've talked about these. You have to hang your food so that the bears don't get them. And the trees will have, they have this little eyelet in them right here. There's one back here. And there's a pulley system right up here. Somebody's left a trash bag here for whatever reason. That's not okay. But anyway, you just pulley your food up there, and that gets it out of reach of all the bears. So it's kind of a handy thing to have. But anyway, we're getting our water together, we're packing our bags and getting ready to roll out of here in the next 15 or 30 minutes or so. And we're going to see you up the trail shortly. Yep. Man, this is the start of our day here. Coming down through. We're going to have a fairly good day, I think, today. With the weather's going to be great, and our terrain shouldn't be too bad. We had tough climbs yesterday, but I think we're going to be just kind of up and down, up and down, up and down today. Heading about 10.6. We got Bullfrog leading the pack, and then Angel, Hawkeye's in front of me, and Snow Cream's behind me. We're meandering down the trail. Gorgeous weather today. A little bit of a view out that way if the sun's not bleaching it out. And gorgeous views. A sunny but very windy day today. How about that? Hopefully I'm not getting too much wind in this little microphone. I don't know. But this is what we got today. I think the wind's going to be with us. All got our rain shells on, I think, and we're doing well. Well, we're working on a small uphill today. I didn't think there were going to be this many, but we'll make it. It's no big deal. It's windy, but we got the sun out, and we've got views like there's no tomorrow. It is an awesome day today. Just come from down that way, and we're headed on back up. The good thing about a climb like this is you're almost always rewarded with a view, as long as you're not treed in. And that's no exception today. We've got a gorgeous view up here, off to the side. All right, now there we go. I got the button pressed this time. We're back on the ridge, coming down the inside of the mountains again. So far, it's been a good hike. We had one big up that we weren't expecting, but we've cleared that. The rest of the day is going to be nice. I think we're going to be mostly downhill for the day. Not a terribly long day. Be able to rest and relax on this afternoon. The only downside is we're going to have to haul water into the campsite, and that's never fun. But we'll make the best of it. That's a pretty rock. Somebody's adorned it with the AT symbol. Still good hiking today. Flats and downs and ridge walking, kind of coming around the insides of mountains. This is the kind of stuff that we can do all day long without stress. We've got a good group of folks. This is the first time yesterday and today that we've hiked with other folks intentionally. It's been really kind of neat to share conversations. We've got fruit. We've got bullfrog up there in front, angel behind him, and then hawkeye. And then I'll have to show you around behind me is snow cream. It's only about an hour from us. So it's been kind of a good group. We're moving on down the road, and we're starting some downhills now. With some roots and some rocks, go figure. That's where we're headed. And I'm gonna put the phone away and pay attention. Well, that's where we've been. That's the top of Little Bald, and that was our first big climb out this morning. And other than a few big or little climbs, well, that one was a pretty decent sized one, but we've had good travels today, and weather is wonderful. It's still kind of windy, but we're up on the ridge line, so you expect that. Beautiful forest. There's a little fir tree of some kind or spruce. We've still got rhododendron around, and we've got views all over, but I'm not going to go pointing the camera uphill just yet. But it's been a great day of walking, and it's been nice to have made good new friends and traveling with them. We've had a good time. Wow, that's a big rock right there. We've got a 0.1 climb to the top. And I'll show it to you when we get there because I'm not used to both. Well, we just took a little Blue Blaze side trail up to the top of High Rock. This is awesome. It's a big rock jutting out, and you can see 180 degrees. It's interesting, we're beginning to start seeing trees with blooms on them like these right here. We came from over there. That's kind of cool. What's that? Yeah. Oh yeah, Gavin was just pointing out that the clouds are moving across the screen. Just kidding, that was me. Okay. But wow, gorgeous views up here today. It almost makes the climbing worth it. Wonder what that is back there. I bet we'll wind up over there at some point. Or maybe we've already been, you never know. The trail does do a lot of looping around. But man, gorgeous views from up here. Gavin's taking a little nap. I could do that myself, except it's rock. But, oh yeah, Gavin can sleep anywhere. All right, so let me hang up and we'll go back down this thing and get our packs back on and follow the White Blazes for another 6 miles or so. So that's the rock that we were on top of just a few minutes ago with all the great views. And now we're climbing up again underneath it. And this is, wow, this is something else here with these steps and everything. We're gonna get it right up there, I think, and we'll be going down again, but I think it's always interesting to see the underside of things as well. Boy, we had really nice views up there. It was, I went up on the Blue Blaze Trail without my pack, and it's amazing how much lighter I felt going uphill without a pack, but I still got winded going uphill. So I don't know what that's all about, but I guess I'll get there one day. There's bullfrog studying the rocks. Wish I knew more about rocks. Right up there, whoa, flip over backwards. Right up there's where we were a little while ago. And the trail crests out right there, I bet, and goes down the inside of this thing here just a little bit. But it's been a gorgeous walk, another day of gorgeous weather. And the trail's not been too bad. We've had wonderful company. This is really the first time we've hiked with folks, and it's been really a lot of fun to laugh and giggle and talk up and down the trail instead of listening to my classic rock or my Motown that got me jiving a few videos back. Well, several of my favorite things right here. We've got moss-covered rocks, we've got open forest, and we've got a stream that we're going to be crossing here just in a little bit. Right over there it is. It's going to loop around. I guess we'll get water down here in just a little ways because we're all running a little bit low. Could be. I don't know. That could be it. We're going to stop and give it a look. Yeah. Let's haul our Gavin down. We're going to stop up here. Well, here's that stream again. We're crossing it downriver a little bit, or downstream, I guess, as it were. We got these nice little bridges right here. And we're still moving right along. Still kind of following the inside of this mountain, working our way gradually, mostly downhill. Gorgeous views this morning, and the weather is still holding. Beautiful day out here. Gavin's hiked on up ahead a little bit. He didn't hear us holler about the water stop, but he'll find water because he's pretty smart. I know he'll be on up the way just a little bit. There's another stream about a mile up. I bet he'll have stopped at that one, so we'll catch him there, if not before. He's hiking well today. Up there's where we were, pretty sure of it. We've been coming down through this forest. There's a lot of dead wood down here. A lot of trees that are going to be falling over at some point. I just hope that they don't choose to do it whilst we're walking through here. Coming in on a grassy area. I'm sure there's a name for it, and I don't know it. But let's see if we can find it. I'm sure it'll be in the AT guide. Actually, we don't go in the grassy area. We go down right beside of it. But it's an awfully pretty little area down there. I don't know what that is. I feel like we're too remote for that to be somebody's field and pasture. I know we are. But it's kind of interesting. But we're gonna putter on down the trail and stay in the woods, which keeps a little bit of the sun off of us. I don't have sunscreen yet, and I'm wondering if I ought to get some when we get to Erwin. I don't usually wear it, but I'm also not usually in the sun all day long either. So we'll have to play that by ear and see how it goes. One of the things I've noticed on this little section, I'm focusing on this water bar right here, it's not been too terribly long since somebody's done some trail maintenance, because there's a lot of these water bars that look like they're either new, or at least they've been doctored on recently, because you can still see the dirt laying around on the outsides of them. So evidence that there are people out here actively looking after this trail is just incredible. It's a real thanks to them for all the work that they've done. I know it's not easy work, because you got to get up in here with tools, and I just can't even imagine having to haul, you know, a shovel and a pickaxe or mattock or whatever it takes to do that. Some sort of a saw if you got to saw these things off. That one's new. So my hat's off to these guys that are the trail volunteers that work on maintaining the trail and keep it from washing out. So those are for erosion control. But thanks to you guys in the Carolina Mountain Club, and we're probably in Tennessee now, I don't really know. We've zipped back and forth across the state line so many times coming up through here. They don't even try to mark it until we're actually done with North Carolina. Up a little further along, we'll actually cross the Tennessee state line and be done with North Carolina. But anyway, we're puttering on down the trail. We'll talk to you soon. Yeah, that would be a trick. We're asking the question how we got this big rock up there. I think more than one person worked on that one. So this is the nice mountain stream of the day. This is the widest, clearest looking thing that we've passed. But boy, it sure is pretty. We're down here in the bottom, and we may have to stop for lunch here. Eat a few snacks. It's a pretty area. We finally caught up to Gavin. He's filling his water. This is a better place than we stopped, but we got water, so we're all right too. All right, waterfall and mountain stream alert. This was a nice one. Get up there a little bit closer. Yeah, we've been hearing this one a ways, and man, it's gorgeous. This is running really hard. We've got a nice bridge to cross right here. Water's crystal clear. Man, it is absolutely awesome. We got water dripping off the rocks over here a little bit. But wow, this is incredible. Still coming along this creek. I think this may be the last time we crossed this part of it, but there's more up there. They joined together right there, and that's what made that waterfall down the way. Oh, this is one of the nicest ones we've seen close up. Absolutely gorgeous. You can hear the water rushing by, I hope. Clear as a crystal. Nice way to step over right here. Here's my shoes.
It'll ramp.
Yeah, that's kind of cool right there. We just came across this spring that's really visibly bubbling hard out of the water there. Or out of the ground, I should say. Really nice. And that's where these things start. And then they find a valley and they just go downhill.
Back underground.
Yeah, back underground, not too far from here. That's really neat. All right, just can't walk past one of these without stopping and taking out a camera. Absolutely gorgeous. The water, just the gushing and the sound of the water is soothing. The sun glinting in the water. Seeing it fall over that little ledge right there. We're stopping here to fill up our bottles and bladders and such. But I just don't get tired of these streams, especially one running this well. Moving along here, and well, except for this little ridge right here, we've done about all the ups that we're going to do, except a little bit of one when we get to the shelter. So we've got not too far to go. We're under 2 miles, I expect, or right about it. And you know, again, we're just kind of hiking around the inside of mountains and maintaining our elevation, going slightly down, sometimes slightly up, but it's a good walk nonetheless. And the view down in the valley and then up above at the ridgeline is pretty incredible. So it's been another wonderful day out here in the woods. We've met some friends and we talked to you about them several times, and that has been just really incredible to have folks to hike around and talk to and share stories with and commiserate about the hard climbs, and we've done a good job of watching out for each other. It's been really kind of a neat thing. I hope we can stay together a bit. We're going into Irwin tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure that Bullfrog is going to zero, so he'll be back out on trail Sunday. I don't know whether Angel's going to zero or not, but we're trying to talk her into it just so we can stay together. If not, we'll catch her somewhere up the road and get our trail family back together. So this has been kind of cool. We hiked with Travis for a long time, and we're going to see him this weekend also. We actually never really did do a lot of walking with him, unless we were just doing 2 or 3 down to a road crossing to get into town. He was usually up and out a little bit earlier than we were and walked faster, but we always wound up staying in the same places. But back at Standing Bear, he went ahead and went out the day that we had all planned to go out. But you know, as the story goes, I fell victim to a bottomless coffee pot. Gavin found a fire, a quilt, and a cat, and it was game over that day that it was snowy and nasty. But it'll be kind of good to catch up with him this weekend and see what he's seen, hear about his stories, and we'll maybe catch up with him again up the trail as well, see how things go. Alrighty, we are within the final mile before our shelter tonight. We've got a beautiful view. I don't know if you can see the reds up on the ridges up here, but a lot of the trees are starting to bloom out, and it won't be long before we're going to be socked in with leaves. We're just still taking advantage of good easy trail today and excellent weather. We've hiked well. We're doing about 10.5, 10.6 I think to the shelter today, and there's only been a few parts of it that were things that I'd rather have left at home. A couple of big uphills at the beginning, and they weren't too terribly bad. I just moved a little faster than I ordinarily would because I was hiking with folks and trying to keep up. But that's all good. We've had a great time, and we've got a good group of folks that we're hiking with. Lots of fun. We've still got mountain laurels and rhododendrons, and I don't expect that to change for a while. And ooh, now, how are we going to navigate this rock? We'll go there and there. And now we're open up on the other side. There's Gav up ahead and Angel. They've been hiking together. They've been really good for each other. They've enjoyed the conversation. Wow, look at that valley. Man, that goes down forever. That goes down forever. I don't know whether we're gonna make it up to there or where we're headed, actually. But we don't have very far till we find out. So we'll see you here in a little bit. Well, this is what the end of 10.2 miles looks like. Coming up the final few steps, and there's our shelter right over here to the left. I do hope there's water up here. We passed a good source on Gavin's word that there was going to be okay for water up here. We'll have to see what we got, because that's going to be a long way to go back down. But if we have to, we have to. So we're here at the end of our day, getting ready to lay down and spread out and be comfortable for the night. And tomorrow we head into Irwin after about 6 miles.